nobody knows if we're recording or not. You just got to hit that recording. You got to smash that recording button like the like button on YouTube.
You gotta smash that like button so I can feed my family.
You're like 12. You don't have a family.
God damn it. The top of my recommended on Steam, Nico Arena is always on there because it says recommended by your friend McButtstuffins. 10 out of 10 would whack my PP again. It's always there.
You're welcome.
Do you still have that downloaded?
No, I got a refund.
Oh, God.
It's like the fucking plague. It just never leaves your computer.
It doesn't. It's there all the time. Every time I load up Steam, I'm reminded of my poor life choices.
Yeah, and then I get recommended Honey Pop 2.
Oh, I get that all the time too. I do want Honey Pop 2 though, actually.
No, what? I'll buy you it for your birthday. Or do you still want that Digivice?
Well, can I fuck the Digivice?
I don't know. Is your dick the size of a needle?
Yes. Just keep pressing that reset button all day long.
I'm going to pivot the conversation to something else.
You go right ahead.
Did you see, what was that, Willy's Wonderland?
I haven't watched it yet. I really want to watch that movie. It looks super interesting.
You'll love it. It's funny as hell.
I've been telling them all day long that this is just Nicolas Cage's like brand of acting. It's weird, it's strange, it's very charismatic, but you will really like it.
My wife has to buy me a new Nicolas Cage pillow.
A new body pillow? Why'd you stain it?
No, she cut it open to use
Why?
To use the stuffing in it to make a different pillow. I was so upset. She's like, it was the worst fucking pillow in the house.
I thought you were gonna say she cut a little hole in it so you could put a fleshlight in there.
You remember my Nicolas Cage pillow, right?
Anytime you shove your dick in far enough, it just says a line from National Treasure.
Yeah, every time you stick your dick in it, it's like, we gotta steal the Declaration of Independence. She found like this website that had just an absolute fuck ton of different Nicolas Cage pillows.
Go check your Steam.
Logan, you're so nice. Happy Jack-Off Day. Best wishes. Thank you so much. I have to play that next weekend when my wife's at work.
Are you gonna screen share it?
Of course.
I still don't know what I can do with these fucking Steam points.
Oh, you can do a bunch of shit.
You get badges and you get like banners and you can like customize your Steam profile. Like that's about it.
Yeah, you can get like wallpapers for games that you have. You can get little borders that go around your profile picture and stuff like that. You get emojis for chats.
It's
and stuff
not like
that.
the Nintendo points where, you know, when you buy enough games, you get like a discount on a game.
Yeah, I tried to buy a background from Arkham Asylum. It says, you don't have 2 hours in this game, so you can't buy it.
Well, get 2 hours in Arkham Asylum. That's a very easy fix.
I got 68,527 points right now. And I've spent so many.
I have 300, I'd say 13,500.
Do we have a random topic to talk about today? Okay, here's a question. It's a pretty personal one, so you don't have to answer it if you don't want to. But do you like to sleep naked, or are you in your underwear?
Oh, dude.
I have to sleep
naked.
tough
one.
One at a time, please. Both of you can't answer this at the same time. It's like on 3. 1, 2, 3. Naked.
Naked.
Gotta fuck that up too. Okay. Banjo, do you like to sleep naked, or are you in your underwear?
Well, that's a tough one because I prefer to sleep naked, but my wife doesn't like my wiener touching her.
Then how do you have sex?
You come up to her and is like, baby, do you want to get frisky tonight? And she's like, no, germs.
No germs.
What's your Russian? No, Banjo PP have germs.
I just got an animated wallpaper for my profile. You guys should check out my profile on Steam. It's so cute.
No, last time we checked your profile, my computer crashed.
All right, Logan, what about you?
Naked.
You like to sleep naked?
I have a reason though.
Why?
Because I am a big person.
The clothes try to kill him when he sleeps.
Kinda. But there is a reason to it. Basically, if I get sweat in my sleep, I get sweat rashes.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, even if it's a hot day and I fall asleep in boxers, I always end up with a sweat rash between my leg and my junk, and it gets so horrible.
That was too much information.
Oh, but you're cranking your wiener.
What about you, Peaches?
Okay, so I have been sleeping naked probably since I was 13, probably, because I just get way too hot at night and I don't like it. Plus, also, I really enjoy the freedom.
You like the way the satin sheets feels on your pee-pee.
Well, yeah, they contribute a great deal to the wet dreams that I have in the middle of the night.
Plus, you don't get that little spillage of pee when you go to the bathroom. You know, the extra drips. You can just clean it off instead of putting your dick back in the boxes and then you get a teeny ass wet patch.
We got anything else?
Okay, we talked about this on my art stream the other day. What is the worst date you've ever been on in your past?
Oh God, I don't know.
Do you want me to start?
Yes.
Okay, I was 15 at the time. I was excited to go see Captain America. I was 16 at the time, sorry. I was excited to go see Captain America the Winter Soldier. And I lost my wallet. She didn't have any money on her.
Ugh.
So basically, we couldn't afford food. We couldn't afford the tickets. It was the worst time ever, and then it just started pelting down.
I'd imagine that sounds bad.
I told her, go home. So, I could try retrace my steps to find my wallet. But I did not find my wallet, and it was really fucking horrible that night.
Jesus, that sounds terrible.
It fucking was.
I went on a date to Olive Garden with my ex-girlfriend, and she broke down crying at Olive Garden because she told me that she fucked her ex-boyfriend at church the night before.
I'm sorry. What?
At church.
She broke down
At
crying
church.
because she felt
This isn't confession.
Yeah, I get the church part. You don't have to keep telling me at church.
Yeah.
I understand that. I heard that part.
Just to tell me that she cheated on me with her ex-boyfriend when she went to church the night before.
Oh my God.
It's funny to me because
no wonder you hate religion.
Yeah. At church, really? Not the fact that you cheated on me, but you did it in a place of God.
What was her fucking ex-boyfriend, the priest?
No.
Jesus, man. What is with you and priests? You're really after it on priests.
I was there, too. I was at church that night.
Oh.
I was like, so that's where he disappeared, too, for 20 minutes.
Oh.
That hurts.
Yeah. That was pretty rough. I think that'd probably be my worst date. It was a pretty good one. It didn't stop me from liking my chicken Alfredo, though. I was pretty okay with that.
I know you cheated on me, but this chicken Alfredo is really fucking good.
Fucking the bomb.
I can just imagine it you're dumped, but I'm just imagine this chicken is you, and then you just eat it like it's
yes. You're just eating it, and you're like, I'm not even mad.
But we're broken up, though.
Yeah. It's over. But this chicken Alfredo just started.
Peaches, what's yours?
It's the first girlfriend I ever had, actually. And we were wanting to go to a movie or something. And I guess the movie that I picked out, her dad didn't like. he didn't want her to go. And so we just awkwardly sat at her house doing nothing. I think she shared some like art that she had like with me or something, but she didn't have internet or she didn't have anything. So we were just hanging out at her house with her dad, just watching us like the entire time.
Just
It was like
staring at you.
this was awful.
He's just cleaning his gun.
He didn't even own guns. He just
What movie was it?
I don't even remember. This was back in like probably 2005, maybe.
I'm gonna laugh if you were gonna take her to go see Surf's Up or something.
No, I don't remember what it was, but I remember being like, "Yeah, we should go see this movie," and I can drive, and maybe about that time, I think. And her dad was like, "I don't like that," and then was just like stayed at home and just sat and stared at each other.
Jeez.
Nothing sexier than a fucking staring contest.
Yeah, that relationship didn't last. It didn't last at all.
Was it Chronicles of Narnia?
No, that wasn't it. Anyways. No. Why are you so interested in finding this movie? I got to know. You're like, I don't need sleep. I need answers.
Paint me a word picture.
For all we know, it could be The Legend of Zorro, Sin City, Four Brothers, Naruto.
Did you just look up all of the movies from 2005? Just so you could try to deduce what movie I was going to take her to see? I don't remember. You know how long ago that was?
16 years. It could have been V for Vendetta.
Could have been V for Vendetta. That was an okay movie.
I don't know.
Well, remember.
Why is this the most important part of this story? It's
like
not.
It's like the date I went on with my current wife, like before her and I started dating. We're like, hey, let's go on a date. And I took her to see the Lego movie, and I was acting like a fucking psycho the whole time. I was geeking out as this little kid, jumping around in my seat, singing along to the songs and having a great time.
Awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
I was 100%. I was 100% convinced that she was done. I didn't hold anything back. I was being the biggest fucking kid ever. And I'm like, if this doesn't scare her off, then nothing will. And we started dating like a week later when I was drunk.
Oh, no.
It was funny because it was February 14th, Valentine's Day. And it was also my friend's dad's birthday. So I was hanging out over at my friend's dad's house. And she was dropping hints like she wanted to start dating. And I'm like, it's such a cliche to start dating on Valentine's Day. So I was kind of ignoring it. But then it was like 2:00 in the morning and we were going back to my friend's mom's house to stay the night. Luckily, he didn't drink. So he was driving and I was plastered. And I remember texting her on our way back from his dad's house. And then I woke up the next morning and I read through the text and I was like, oh, hey, I have a girlfriend. Yay. I didn't remember the conversation we had. Just remember us starting dating when I was just completely plastered, and it blossomed into a marriage. So there's that. So drunk texting isn't the worst thing in the world. It could be worse.
I'm gonna take a big guess and say you sent her the equivalent of a 2005 emoji eggplant.
No. No, I did not. I wish I still had the text messages, but I think I lost them on an old phone.
We ready to get this started?
Yeah.
Dead silence.
I don't know. Who's going to do the intro?
Welcome to the Joysticks and Lunatics podcast. I am BanjomanDudeGuy, the sick boy.
And I am OverpoweredPeaches, the horny boy. And
I am TheChubbyNerdLogan, the thick boy.
Thick ass eggplant boy.
Is that eggplant squirt?
It goes.
I'm okay. I forgot I have a cough button. Clearly didn't use it.
Yes, my penis goes.
No, we can't make a bit out of me coughing because then we can't cut it out.
No, we can. It's not difficult.
We played Ori in the Blind Forest.
Use your words.
I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. Ori and the Blind Forest was developed by Moon Studios and was published by Microsoft Studios, which we'll get into when it comes to the development. It is for Windows, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch.
And PS4.
Is it on PS4?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. My notes didn't say
you
that.
done fucked up there.
I did fucked up. Luckily, I'm not the only one doing this. I don't know when it was released for PS4 because I didn't know that it was for PS4, but it was released for Windows and Xbone. No, God damn it. On March 11th, 2015, my birthday. And it was released on the Switch September 27th of 2019. It is a 2D platform adventure game. Only single player, no multiplayer on this one. And apparently is received very well.
Yeah, so it got for Metacritic. I don't know if we have any other scores from anywhere else, but it got an 88 out of 100 on Metacritic. And that is actually kind of surprising, seeing as how well this game was initially received. I would have expected a much higher score, maybe even a 10 out of 10 for most. So it was mainly praised for its story, its visual, and its music. So
its story is fucking sad.
No, it's not. It's very happy. It's a happy-go-lucky story about a friend who finds another friend who definitely doesn't die.
Immediately? Fucking immediately? Like within the first 10 minutes of the game, they're dead. Both dead. End of podcast.
Going into its development, this was developed by Moon Studios over the course of 4 years. So after the first year of development, it was acquired by Microsoft that unveiled this game in 2014. So I'm going to pause intermittently between this, and it's just that I'm paraphrasing the notes here. So I'm not reading them. What's the word? Viburnum?
Yeah. Verbatim, verbatim, vroom, vroom, zoom,
and at E3. Damn it. We can't use that. Recognize context when you're making a joke, god damn it.
Sorry.
For fuck's sake. Where was your brain going? It was starting up its engine.
Just drive it off, dude.
Okay. At E3 in 2014, apparently a lot of people really wanted to play its demo. Now, I'm not sure because initially this game was going to be a game called Sign, and you can actually see it in the game files. It has some sort of concept videos that they included, so you can see how the game was initially going to be played and how it was initially going to be developed, but then they changed that. And apparently they did that for E3 in 2014. So they actually had a demo for the full release of Ori and the Blind Forest. So for this game studio, they did not have a single central location. They actually were kind of all over the world while they were developing this game. They just had different people in a bunch of different places, kind of like Ubisoft. Ubisoft is very similar in that way.
Yeah.
So Ori and the Blind Forest, it takes a lot of inspiration from various Disney movies like The Lion King. And is The Iron Giant a Disney movie?
No,
I don't think so.
I didn't think so.
That's more of a Paramount movie, I'd say.
Yeah, Paramount. And also, they take a lot of inspiration from the creator of Studio Ghibli, which Hayao Miyazaki.
Yeah.
If I'm not butchering that name completely.
Yeah,
no, you got it.
Correct.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Okay, that's fine. And they get a lot of inspiration from a particular Studio Ghibli movie called Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, which I believe that was just shortened to Nausicaa.
Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind? No, I'm pretty sure it's called Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind. I used to watch that movie all the time.
I think on like TV cable they shortened it down, but for a DVD release, still the full name.
Now, you guys said in the last podcast that this art style is hand painted or hand drawn.
Yes.
I think it's meant to appear to be hand drawn. I don't know if it actually is. The one little interesting tangent I want to go on about that is that there are no repeating assets in the game. Like if you go by a place in there and you see like a mushroom next to a tree, that is the only place in the game you are going to see that mushroom in that tree. Like the entire map of this game is all made up of unique assets. So they didn't reuse anything. No trees, no mushrooms, no enemies. Everything is placed, and like all the background and everything that are in this game is all unique to its location. I thought that was really cool.
So initially it was meant to be released on Xbox 360, but then it was released on Xbox One and PC. When did the Xbox One come out? Was that in 2013, 2014?
2014, I'd say. Because I can remember the E3 about it in 2013.
And then the definitive edition was announced at Gamescom in 2015, which added just a bunch of stuff. And one of these I experienced because I played this on purpose, which is One Life mode. And I don't know if you guys know anything about it, but as soon as you die, you go back to the very beginning of the game.
So permadeath.
Like where you die.
So you have, one chance. You have one chance to save the forest.
That is insane.
And you can easily die in this game if you're not careful to the like obstacles.
Even if you are careful, you'll die.
I got through the first level and then I died. That all of that progress was gone. I was like, no, it hurts. It hurts. It's very painful. So then the definitive edition was released March 11th, 2016 for the Xbox One. And also apparently the PC as well, because it's been on the Xbox Game Pass. Same with Ori and the Will of the Wisp, or the Quill of the Whip. And then, as we said before, its initial concept design was supposed to be a game called Sign. And the thing is, the little orb that follows you around, its name is actually Sign. So they initially were going to name it after your guide.
Yes, because Legend of Zelda would be like so fucking fantastic, be called The Legend of Navi.
Can you imagine how many people would have not played that game if it was The Legend of Navi? All right, who's going to tackle the story this time around?
Oh boy, what are you gonna say? You did a thing.
I'm not gonna talk about this story.
Okay.
I will admit I'm only happy for the game. So
okay,
so it's such a happy story that big fat bastard dies at the beginning of the game.
There was more peaches on top of that tree.
He was too fat to get him though. Oh my god. Let's go.
Y'all are so broken up about this.
Okay,
That's
get
because
into
of the fucking foreshadowing, the memories on the bridge, on the tree.
I'll get a little bit into the story. I'm not going to go super into the story. I didn't put a lot on it because again, I don't want to create any spoilers or anything. I know it's not that new of a game. It's like 5-6 years old at this point, but still,
I don't want to spoil it. For it's a cult following.
Yes, exactly.
It's not very popular, but it still has a really good community.
Yeah, the game is narrated by the voice of the spirit tree. And as you play it, it's kind of telling the story of what happened. And it tells the story of Ori, the guardian spirit, which is what you play as. And apparently Ori had fallen from the spirit tree during a storm as a newborn and was found and adopted by a creature named Nehru. I hope I said that right. Naru?
You did.
Nehru? Okay. And Nehru like raised Ori as her child, pretty much, just kind of adopted the guardian spirit, not knowing it was a guardian spirit, and raised it as a child. Well, unfortunately, a disastrous event happened that made the whole forest just kind of die, and Nehru, along with it, died from starvation. Like within the first 10 minutes of the game, this character that you kind of get this attachment to just offs, and Ori, now as an orphan, leaves and also dies, uh, and, but gets revived shortly after by the spirit tree and meets Sign, a small orb that guides Ori on a journey to basically restore the forest by recovering the light of three main elements. There's waters, winds, and warmth. So essentially, the whole story just kind of unfolds as you explore the map and try to recover these elements and restore the forest of Nibel.
I still think that's a fucking stupid name.
No, Nibel. Is it Nibel? Is it Nibel?
I don't know, it just sounds stupid, but Naru kinda looks like a furry Baymax.
It does. It legitimately looks like a furry Baymax.
And
They're-
Ori looks like a very light, like a nightlight equivalent of Stitch.
Yep, he definitely
Yeah.
does.
I remember like just jumping into this game like, oh, it's gonna be a happy, it's gonna be a fun game, it's very pretty and everything. And then I'm just like taken aback by like, oh wait, hold on, they're dead? I just met this character, they're dead? Oh, I'm dead? Everybody's dead? Everything's dead? What? I've only been playing this game for 10 minutes, everything's dead. I was like kind of sad because I was getting really invested in everything that was going on, and then everybody dies, and it's like, oh no. What have you done to me, game? So we're gonna get into gameplay?
Well, but first I want to say something. Hades is getting a physical release.
They're actually getting a physical copy?
Yep.
Yeah. It was
Nice.
it was announced during the Nintendo Direct.
That is such a good game. They should have won Game of the Year.
Yes, but speaking of which, Ori and the Blind Forest actually won 2 awards for its art style.
Good.
That
It's
I'm
got
not
really good art.
surprised. It's everything, just to kind of like cream all over it here for a second. Everything about Ori and the Blind Forest was really made by its music and its art style. When you play the game, you're directly thrust straight into it. Just it's magical. It's enthralling. It totally envelops you like a warm hug, and then stabs you in the heart whenever
really
your
does.
best friend dies.
But yeah, the awards were the Game Award for Best Art Direction and the BAFTA Games Award for Artistic Achievement.
It is a very
Which
pretty
I
game.
actually didn't Hades win the awards as well.
Hades was also a very pretty game.
Hades did win a lot of awards.
But yes, the gameplay of it is, I'd say, a 2D side scroller, but instead of it being like a flat image, you can see the shading, the ambience, the brutality of the nature while you're basically running from platform to platform, jumping, trying to solve puzzles, avoid enemies. But to be honest, I didn't really focus on the gameplay that much. I was just like walking about slowly, just staring at the ambience of the nature. But I do agree with Banjo and Peaches. The music does bring it to life. I'd suggest if like you played this on silent, it wouldn't be fun. All you get like is a Mega Man feel to it. But even since Mega Man's a 2D platformer, the same as this, they are two entirely different brands. So yeah, as I was saying, the music really brings it to life. Even if you can't understand the narrator because he's speaking like Simish. Like, I'm not joking, the fucking tree speaks in Simish.
Simish.
Yes, you know, the language you
Simlish?
speak in Sims.
What?
Simlish. Like when you play the Sims game, your characters, they speak a language called Simlish. You didn't know that?
No.
But yeah, each level, I'd say it's all one massive ass level because, yes, some areas are locked off until you can find these keystones that are spread within an area where you have to find. They could literally be anywhere in the fucking area where you have to like come back at a later point in the game where you have bigger upgrades where you can create shockwaves, wall run like Naruto, wall jump. But yeah, even if you leave the area, don't expect the enemies to be like gone forever. They will just respawn. And there are some enemies, like I call them the slime spikers, where where you defeat them and then two smaller ones come out. They were a pain in the ass,
Oh god, I hated those things.
especially when you had to like glide onto the wall and just shit them.
Shit them.
Yes. In the gameplay, there is an ability tree, or what I would call an ability belt, because it looks nothing like a fucking tree. Where one is for energy, the other is, well, let's call them an ability tail. Let's say, oh, fuck. Okay, let's just say that 1/3 of the tail goes on, say, your energy. So basically, defeating enemies give you this like little energy orbs that boost up your energy balls, which you can use to shoot enemies, to create shockwaves if you have that upgrade, and if you have a big enough like energy, say bar, you can create a save platform at any time, which I found it very fucking handy.
Oh yeah, very fucking handy.
One of them is to upgrade your shooting mechanic. Like we can shoot faster, more powerful. You can get like different elements for it, like fire, electricity. They're the only two that I have so far, and I can't remember the third basically. But literally, what happens is you get these points, which you have to grind for in your little XP circle or XP bar. And once that goes to 1, you'll have 1 ability point to put into your like ability tail. So you can choose what like section you want to go up first. But you will need other elements of that ability or in other ability sections to level up your like section of the ability tail. So it wants you to kind of prioritize in sharing those ability points. Plus, if you keep on searching about in this game, you will come across these spirit trees, where I'd say it's like remnants of Ori's family, like those who lived at the spirit tree. So it's like a kind of spirit offspring where you sap the energy from it, and you like learn different like, power ups, like wall run, blitz, counter, double jump, like ground pound. Like your average, side scrolling power ups that you gain from leveling up.
And I believe another name for a game like this would be a Metroidvania, but I'm not sure if that's, kind of the accurate term on how to describe Ori and the Blind Forest.
You guys know what kind of the root things I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that they are people like you, they're creatures like you that had these sort of abilities, but they did not survive.
Yeah, so their remnants are just stuck in these roots.
But then you are able to collect those and take these abilities and use them.
I think the reason why they kind of classified it as a Metroidvania is because the whole game takes place on one map. Like there is no teleporting from map to map. There are areas in the game in which you can teleport to other waypoints that you have activated through your travels, but the whole game takes place on one large map, and it is required to do some backtracking on occasion because sometimes you'll come across an area that you don't have the ability to access just yet. But then you'll get that ability later on, and then when you're backtracking through that area, it lets you access new areas with the new abilities that you have access to. So there's no like, this is level 1, finish level 1, congratulations, you're on to level 2. No, this whole game is just one nonstop continuous map, and you just traverse it through your travels, to progress the story. You find new areas when you get those new abilities to, open up new pathways for yourself when you're doing some backtracking.
I don't know, you just get lost in this game. You get lost for time.
Dude, it took me a while to realize that I can hit a button on my controller that shows me the map. I didn't know I could do that. I thought I had to go to the map stones, and that was the only time I could see the map. I didn't
Don't
realize
worry.
that I could just
Don't
see the
worry,
map whenever I wanted to.
I done the same.
Okay. So yeah, I got lost a lot.
So how was everyone's experience with it?
So my experience with it, like I told you guys, I did the one life mode, and good God, is that hardcore. So I got through the first level, and then I died by a very stupid means. And it sent me all the way back to the beginning, which I wasn't sure how that was going to play out. I was just like, fuck it, let's do it, But my experience with that, it felt like there was just, everything was just at a higher stake. You couldn't make one mistake at all. And if I died, this would be just the end of me and everything. It really made you feel like, I don't know, it just gave me a whole lot of emotion with playing it like that. And I feel like that's fairly unique to me, because I don't know if you guys actually played one life mode, or if you guys were
No.
sane and played in normal mode.
Yeah.
I died too many times during my first stream of it, and then I just played it on my own, and I did not die as much.
It honestly wasn't all that hard. I just didn't realize a particular thing made me lose so much health. And then,
It's the nettles that get you.
The what?
The nettles. Like the
net?
spikes. The spikes
No.
on the trees.
It was actually those cannons that were firing the red beams or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Those take down health like crazy. But like overall, I really enjoy Metroidvania games. They're a ton of fun, and I played Metroid throughout most of my life, especially the Metroid Prime games. Those are my bread and butter. I could go back and beat that game within like a couple of hours, just because I know like everything about it. It's so much fun.
I love Metroid Prime games.
But this, from the very beginning, this just drew me in with its music. Like Jessica was like walking by and she heard the music and she's like, she got really like excited. She had never played or heard of this game before, but she was like, "Cool, I'm really interested in this now." I'm like, "Yeah, this music is great, isn't it?" But the music, the art style, the everything kind of draws you in, and really does a lot. Really does a lot to make this game. Honestly, I'm really surprised Metacritic gave it an 88. I would have given this at the very least a 95 or a 99 out of 100. Probably a 9.5 out of 10. Because this is just such a good game. Like, there's not a whole lot that's broken about it. Everything matches itself perfectly. The music, the visuals, the gameplay, the
art
I
style.
honestly think it's a perfect game.
God,
Dang,
if it
dude.
wasn't so early in the year, I would have said this would have made my, game of the year.
Yeah. I'd say the same thing.
Who
But
knows? Like, we could play the sequel at a later date during the year, and that could blow us away.
I'm still waiting for Frozen West, Horizon Zero Dawn. We'll see how that goes.
My experience with this game was playing it on the couch while eating a steak sandwich. And you know what? That made for a pretty damn good afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. It made for a pretty good afternoon. I'm not a big fan of 2D platformer games. I just, for some reason, I never really have been. But this game just kind of, like you said, it drew me in. It captivated me. The art style, the music, just everything about it. I was like super involved in it. And I was getting like emotionally invested in this game as well, to a point where it's like, I don't want my character to die because I made a stupid mistake. And I died a lot, mind you. Like a lot. but it was still like a really fun game. I had a really good time with it, and I'm pretty sure I didn't get nearly as far as you guys did in this game with the amount of time that I spent playing it. But I played it for about 2 hours, and I did not want to stop playing it. I was getting yelled at multiple times to like stop playing your game and eat your sandwich, but I was getting so involved with it
Stop
that I
playing
was
a game
just
and wax my asshole.
yeah, exactly. Wax my asshole. But it's a good game. It's fun, and the visuals just blew me away. I absolutely loved the art style and visuals of this game. It was just beautiful.
I was the same as Banjo. Like I cried at the start.
Yeah, I was devastated at the start of this game.
I'm actually really excited to create the thumbnail for this.
I would probably rate this game a good 8.59 out of 10. It was fantastic, and for being a game that was of a genre that I'm not
I thought you were going to say vagina.
particularly fond of. I, I still really enjoyed it. It's a really good game, and I definitely think it should get more attention.
But yeah, before I give my experience of the game, those who like collecting physical copies of games they like, buy Ori and the Blind Forest on the Switch. I think it just hit the retail stores with Will o' the Wisps, and you get art cards with it.
Oh, no way.
And there goes like $50 out of Banjo's bank.
Yep. Gone.
It's only on Nintendo Switch, the digital cards though. But yeah, I streamed the first hour to 2 hours on my stream channel, so I was just because I thought, hey, I'm just gonna give this a go. And within like the first 20 minutes, the music digested me into like this world that I've never known. The visuals, the like characters that are mute, they don't say anything, but you can still feel their emotions, their pain, just by simple facial structures of a few small pixels. But yeah, even though you think that you won't make progress in this game by like dying at the same point, don't give up. I'd suggest that you try time a few things. Like each enemy has a time. The time that they jump, the time they land, and the time that say they shoot things. You could like figure out what to do within that the matter of seconds, figure out how to defeat them. Kind of like the spiders in the swamp. You you let them shoot stuff at you. You jump, and then you like within the 4 seconds it takes them to recharge. You could take them out easily. This game was such an experience, even though I'm like 3-4 hours into it. The maps are just delicate as all hell. For a 2D game, you'd like expect to see this stuff as just, as what would you call it? Prototype art? Yeah, I can't think of the name. But you kind of know what I'm on about, though, don't you? You kind of see it in TV shows and movies a lot where they have like an art piece dedicating a scene. Or did you guys not watch behind the scenes stuff?
I did watch some of the concept, like behind the scenes art stuff.
So you kind of know what I mean.
You talking where it was like super blocky and like it looked like a very early, very, very early concept game?
Yeah, and then like it comes to like a full on finish where it's like a full on art piece.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think I
what I
might have
meant.
watched only a handful of the videos though.
But yeah, it's kind of like the art that you just see in paintings, but like each segment just blends together very well. There's no cutscene. Well, there's cutscenes, but like loading screens and shit like that. So like you're not stuck in a loading screen for so fucking long.
Yeah.
Anytime you like go from area to area, it's just like instant. So
One of the
each area,
reasons for that, I don't know if you mentioned this or not, but one of the reasons for that is because an entire level was rendered in 1080p. so you would not have any visual load times. You could literally just go throughout the entire map and just, yeah. So what else we got?
The background is what you usually see concept art as in, say, like 3D model games, like AAA games. So this game is magical to all hell. I will admit I did hate a few areas just because I suck at platformers, aka the spider level.
Oh yeah, I
Because
feel you there, dude.
yeah, because if you fall in the water, you're fucked. Because Ori can't swim for some reason.
Not till later, but I believe you get an ability that allows you to, because there are certain areas where you can't get unless you are able to swim. Either that or the water level changes.
All I hated was that the spiders kept on shooting me off into the water, so I actually had to time my jumps very well. It was one of the games where you could just go in blind, or even if you like heard about it or knew about it from the beginning, it would still feel like you're going in blind because you just get blown away from, even if you don't pay much attention to the story and you're just there for because you like platformers. It's still like a very fun short game for like an, I wouldn't say short, but 8 to 12 hours to me is kind of short. What about you guys? Because I know Banjo has his movie ticket thing.
I'd say that it's a pretty decent amount of time to spend on a game like this. I feel like if the game went on any longer, it would probably lose its appeal. But I think the amount of time that is necessary to beat this game is pretty pretty good, especially for the price of the game. I think it's pretty good.
I think it has a lot to do with the engagement of the player when it comes to 8 to 10 hours. Medium, on the other hand, the medium had 8 to 10 hours, but the majority of it was just story.
Hmm.
Versus something like Ori and the Blind Forest, where, I would argue that this could be even more, especially if you're going to go and explore everything. I would say it's much more than 10 hours on this.
Yeah,
There's a lot. I think that there's a lot of replayability in this too, versus a game like the Medium. So just the engagement and the replayability and the gameplay and everything about it. The music, I've heard these songs millions of times and I'm not tired of them. So I mean, um 8 to 10 hours for a game like this, I mean, it's I think it's just right where it needs to be.
well, if you're thinking about buying this game, it's £4 on Steam, but I'd say what, $5 on Steam. Plus, if you buy the Ori the Collection bundle, you will be saving yourself $6 because the Will o' the Wisps is well, it's £25 here, so I'd just round up to say $30. But the collection would save you $5, and say the collection would be $25. So if you're very interested in this game, but you want to like buy the collection, I'd highly recommend that you buy the collection instead of buying the two games separately. If you don't have the Xbox Game Pass, that is.
The second one's got to be pretty decent. I mean, the first one
Yeah,
was I was blown away by the first one.
yeah. I'm looking at screenshots of the second one, and it looks better.
That's crazy to me because this game is beautiful. I think that'll do it
Yeah,
for
we
this.
ready for an
Yeah,
intermission here, boys?
I'd give this game like a 9 out of 10.
I just spilled my full throttle.
Oh
And it's
no!
burned a hole in the floor.
You, sp- you
It's just
spelled your
corrosive
what?
acid.
It
What?
pretty much is. Oh my god.
Full Throttle is an energy drink, Logan.
All right.
Yes.
I think I need one of those right now.
I have an entire 8-pack. So I'm ready
Oh.
for heart attack this weekend. So honestly, everybody should play Ori and the Blind Forest. I would recommend it to everybody.
Yeah.
That was the most joyless. Yeah. Whatever. It's a video game.
I'm running on
just-
3 hours sleep. Leave me alone.
Why are you so tired? Why didn't you sleep today?
Because Roxas has been meowing non-stop all day.
Well, give Roxas what he wants.
I did. Did that stop him? No.
Just crush up some Benadryl and mix it with some lunch meat.
Jesus, man.
Listen,
pass
he's
right
a
the fuck
cat.
out.
He's a cat, not your kid.
Yeah, it's fine.
Jesus, dude.
I just give him melatonin gummies. Like, he's gotten pretty suspicious of the melatonin gummies because they make him fall asleep. So he'll ask for fruit snacks. So I'll just sneak one of those in with his fruit snacks.
So he's gonna listen to this podcast. He's like, "See, I knew it. You are responsible for this."
He was drugging me.
Your
Daddy
Honor.
needs his quiet time.
Boom, boom.
But yeah, I gave away Ori and the Blind Forest in my giveaway the other day, and like the only way people were interested was when I said it was all like digitally drawn by hand. There's no like 3D rendering or anything.
Yeah.
But then people were like, "Oh, I'm gonna join your giveaway now." Like, I got DMs and Twitch saying that it was fixed. I was like, "You have proof on the fucking stream. It's a roulette wheel. It's not like I can tell it to stop."
You just pre-program it, and you're like, the winner is me.
I keep winning my own contests. I don't know what's happening, guys.
It's fantastic.
You just keep giving yourself the game over and over and over again.
Why would I give myself the game when I already have it?
Exactly.
I don't know. Why does Banjo buy a game on the Switch, on Steam, and then on the Xbox Game Pass,
Yeah, that's a good question.
and then on the PlayStation 4,
I like to support the developers of games I like.
and
What's so
then
wrong
on
with
Google
that?
Stadia?
Oh yeah, did you hear Giggle Stadia is closing down?
Is it really?
Good
Yeah.
riddance.
See you later.
Gotta feel
Bye.
sorry for whoever got a Giggle Stadia at Christmas.
Was it like an actual like console? I thought
Yeah,
it was
it's
just
like-
a service.
Yeah, it's like an account service thing.
Well, Grandma got Billy a Google Stadia. Time to put her down.
It's like the equivalent of getting like one of those plug and play video games, like the SpongeBob ones, where it's just like a joystick with SpongeBob's face and then his nose is the joystick. You can play like one game on it.
Yeah.
Or like whenever Transformers came out, and then the knockoff movies came out, like Transmorphers.
Trans clownomorphs, transforming clowns that morph.
Grandma, why does this link to Pornhub?
Oh, that's my account.
Grandma has a Pornhub premium account.
What is all your favorites? It's just
Grandma,
hardcore BDSM.
Why is there like several $300 purchases to who's this person? Somebody named Teacher of Magic? What is this, Grandma? I like double blowjobs. Leave me alone.
I was gonna like do the fucking Pornhub intro, but the Netflix intro just came to my head. I was like, dun dun. Or the Law and Order thing, dun dun.
That's a new context to Netflix and chill. Oh my god. So yeah, everybody should definitely play Ori and the Blind Forest. It was a small experience for me, but it was definitely a really good one.
It was a good one. I liked
Mhm.
it. I didn't.
I liked it a lot.
I wanted to play it far more than I actually got a chance to.
Then fucking do it.
I'm going to.
Apparently, Will o' the Wisps, the Will o' the Whip, has actually done better than the original game too.
Really?
It's like in terms of scoring, yeah. So the next game is actually doing better than Ori and the Blind Forest.
Oh damn! Look at them. They're going.
So Moon Studios did pretty well.
Yeah, they did. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Good on them.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna talk about the next game.
No.
Yeah, that is. I thought that's why we were doing this in the first place. You guys called me away from my nut busting activities.
No, Banjo called me away from my bed.
I'm not saying that you were busting a nut when I was busting a nut.
I could have been.
With these nuts busted together, we have joined into one, which is Peach Logan.
See, man.
Oh no! Just think about it. When you bust a nut, there is a good chance that somewhere else around the world, someone else is also busting a nut.
And it's your father.
No.
No.
Nope.
Stop.
That is
Stop
being
it
cut
right
out
now.
right there. Slash right there with the samurai sword. The holy sword of justice is preventing you from leaving that in.
So
I come to your house and stab you.
I'm gonna show you guys the remake that's coming to Netflix. That is a remake of He-Man. It looks like Fortnite and Zoids mixed together.
Sounds like it's right up my alley. He-Man.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh my God, it does.
Are we
It
ready to
does.
talk about the next game?
He-Man.
No, we are not playing He-Man. I am using whatever power is invested in me as the editor of this podcast.
Well, you busted your nuts, so you're now He-Man.
I'll get you, Seaman.
Joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
So instead of Skeletor, it would be Vibrator.
Vibrator. All right. That's where this show is peaked. That was the best joke you've ever made, Logan. It's in my brain. Get it out.
Get out of my lair.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God.
Come over here, breast man, and get you some vibrator.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
So in the next podcast, we'll be playing Subnautica.
You can't do just a straight normal voice after that. That makes the cut sound so weird. Okay, yes, we're playing Subnautica. This is actually a game that I suggested because I'd been playing this for quite a while, probably since 2017. Although this did come out earlier, I believe, in earlier releases.
Early access.
Yeah, early access, alpha, whatever. And they just added more and more to this game as Let's Players started to play it, point out issues, and give suggestions. And they're actually on their second game now, much like Ori and the Blind Forest, but we are only playing the first one.
Subnautica Below Zero is currently in development.
Yeah, played a little bit of it. It's a little bit glitchy, but things are changing. And every single time you go back to the game, whenever it's like brand new or whatever, your save resets. So that can be a little frustrating whenever you're playing it. So might want to wait unless you're a part of the early development. You might want to wait until the game fully releases. But Subnautica has fully released, and this is a game where you crash land on an alien ocean planet, and basically you have to learn how to survive on a planet that is made mostly of water.
And boomerang fish.
Yeah, boomerang fish. You definitely need to dive down and collect
An
as many
explosive
boomerang fish as you can. Yeah, that's how you get sulfur.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
And I know nothing about this game.
So this is a kind of an ocean survival. I'm not sure about horror. Maybe a little bit of horror. A little
It's
bit
horror
of
for me.
suspense. It's definitely horror because as you go deeper down,
It's black as hell.
Yeah, it definitely is. So it gets a little spooky, it gets a little creepy. There are plenty of giant sea monsters that are willing to have you for lunch. And there's
Giving me chills.
some creepy shit. There's some creepy shit in the game. I think they did a really good job on it. So
I hate the ocean. I hate it. I hate everything about it. I don't like it.
but basically the premise of the game is you crash land on this planet and you're trying to get off of it, essentially. And you're using whatever resource collection you have available to you to do so.
Oh, all right. It seems pretty straightforward. It's Minecraft with fish.
Kind of.
I wish that was true.
Yeah, so this game originally came out back in 2014 in early access, and we already talked about that. But you started playing it in 2017. It was still in early access still then at that time, right?
I'm unsure. I think I played it whenever it was fully released.
So it says it was fully released January of 2018, so it had to have been
Oh,
right
I
around
would
that
say
time.
it was the end of phase beta that you would have played in 2017.
yeah.
It says here that by January of 2020, Subnautica has sold more than 5 million copies. Jesus, making bank.
Seriously, even before it was released, every Let's Player was playing it. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it was a pretty big game.
And there's fucking horror channels out there that are like playing it because they get scared of everything.
Bunch of babies. It's just deep sea water with giant leviathans that are willing to fuck your shit if you get too close.
To be honest, the leviathans aren't the scary things. They're the scariest things in there have to be the kind of seal puffer fish that look like they belong from the Fifth Element.
Well, something that you can do is you can get in creative mode, and it's the scariest shit that you can do is you can get in creative mode, grab your submarine, and actually go to the edge of what is the playable area, the ocean, and go down and go essentially under a world, almost like there's no like you can get out of like your virtual world that you're existing in and go underneath it. So the scariest shit, it's completely dark and you could just keep going down. Like the ocean just keeps going down for like forever. So it's an existential bullshit that you're dealing with there. And then if you get down that far, which you couldn't survive that unless you were in creative mode, you have 4 or 5 leviathans, these giant glowing creatures, come out and try and kill you.
Jesus, stop.
Don't get that far and you'll be fine.
It's fucking scary.
Don't try to leave. It's very existential with that, but don't try to leave the world. That's all it is. Just stay in your little puddle, your little play pool over there in the kiddie pool. And
I
you'll
will.
be fine.
Thank you. I fucking love my 4-inch deep little 5 diameter swimming pool that I would probably still drown in with floaties.
Well, that's what you're in for the first part.
But yeah, I guess I'm kind of excited to play it. Based off all the videos and stuff and everything that I've seen of the game, it looks pretty.
There's a lot of really good qualities about this game, and you're gonna find that out whenever you play the game. What would you say your predictions are for it?
My predictions are I'm probably gonna have to change my pants because I'm gonna shit myself because the ocean is a scary place.
Perfect.
But I don't know. I'm very interested in seeing how it plays out because I haven't played it at all. I've seen some videos on it. I've seen some people play it. I don't know exactly who. Maybe Game Grumps. Who knows? But I don't know if they've played it or not.
No, they haven't.
Okay, I've seen some videos of it, and it looks very pretty, but it definitely looks scary to me. So I'm interested to see how far I actually get in the game when I start playing it. See how brave I am.
God, wait till Below Zero comes out and you'll be shit scared of the dune worms.
So how do you do that? Like, So speaking of that, they have a sequel coming out, Subnautica Below Zero. How do you make a sequel about a game where you crash land on a planet that's filled with nothing but ocean? Like, what is the sequel about?
More ocean. Well, the sequel
Well,
is
not
about
really.
more like frozen oceans.
Yeah, and there's
So
penguins.
yeah, there's penguins. Apparently, that's the highlight of the entire fucking game. It's
Yay, I like
nothing
penguins.
else. It's just the fucking penguins that you get to pick up, and they look like some body horror bullshit. But I've already played the first game from start to finish, and I'm actually working on the second game right now. So my predictions for the first game are there's a possibility I might get addicted again just by going around and collecting resources. It's a survival game where you collect shit. That's about it.
Oh,
Logan,
all right.
what about you?
You'll hear it. You'll hear it in the next podcast.
We'll hear
prediction?
your
You'll-
predictions in the next podcast, is it?
If I talk about it
My
right now,
predictions for this game as I've played it, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, if I talk about my predictions, my opinion about it will come out, and it is not good.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Also,
Uh-oh.
I put the penguin in the chat. The more I look at it, the more I realize it doesn't look like a penguin.
No, it doesn't.
You are so fucking critical.
His
What
beak
about
is
the
on his
Pogs
head.
in Star Wars? You don't like the Pogs in Star Wars too?
Are you talking to me or Banjo?
You. Why
Yeah,
would
you
I
like-
ask Banjo about the fucking Pogs in Star Wars?
I like the penguins. I just don't like Subnautica.
You don't like Subnautica. All right. Well, apparently we're not going to get any predictions out of Logan then.
So, did you change your status on Discord to Pornhub, or are you currently using Pornhub?
Oh, dude, I'm using Pornhub right now.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
Are
Yeah,
you watching
like-
any videos I recommended?
No, I'm not watching ET porn, God damn it.
Ah,
Well,
Why would I
why
do
not?
Why would I fucking do that? I want my penis to function normally.
And not super erect?
come on. The ET porno is 90 minutes. This guy's video is only 10.
I'm going to need more than 90 minutes.
You're going for a super wank.
Dude, that's what I do every time. It's
So,
the super
so
wank.
it's going to come out thick like toothpaste.
Actually,
Oh,
no. If you got like 4 hours worth of a wank and you've done it for that long, it actually comes out far more like liquidy.
Yeah, it's just like, it's water.
It's more water. Yeah, it's more water than it is thick. It's actually thicker whenever it's a very short wank.
Jesus Christ, we're talking about the aesthetics of semen.
Do we get
I
a
don't
Scottish insult in?
Oh,
We need to get a Scottish insult in.
fine.
Well, I can give you a southern insult.
And my Scottish insult for the week is bitch. You're a right bitch.
So, it's a very thinly veiled southern insult, but it's bless your heart, which I don't know how many of you heard this before,
Oh,
but
yeah.
That
Blush.
that isn't a fucking insult.
It is.
it is an
is,
insult. It is though.
It is. It's like a reactionary insult. It's almost like a, oh, you poor thing, or
Oh yeah.
look at you. Look at you.
Yeah, now I think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up. It could be a sincere expression or genuine concern. Also a precursor to an insult. So sometimes when Southern people say "bless your heart," sometimes people are like, "You're so fucking stupid."
Yeah.
God help you. And that was your really terrible unimprompted to something words there. That to temporarily replace Scottish insult, unless you had something, Logan. Do you have something? Do you have something that isn't the words "cunt" a million times?
No, but I do have a saying that I kept on saying anytime I play a horror game or get scared by someone.
Shit.
I've heard.
Is
No,
it?
no.
Ah!
No, it's
Oh my
Fuck
goodness!
But no. It's mostly back off, you spooky bitch.
oh yeah.
Back off, you spooky bitch.
You said that in both Alan. Why am I thinking Alan Wake? Alan Sharp and Phasmophobia, like all the time.
Yeah,
Like, back off, you spooky bitch.
it's more of like a reaction than anything. It sounds like you're getting scared instead of me just going like a goose.
fucking
Hold on,
goose.
are you getting scared or sucking a dick?
That's not how you. You've never sucked a dick before, because that's not how you suck dick.
Oh,
You've been in a gay bar and you're like thinking, this man likes geese.
honk!
Honk.
Come over here, baby.
Hey, baby. Honk. Bring me that human tube steak. Honk.
You just go to a bar and you feel something grab your ass and it's a goose.
Oh, dude, you want to know the 100% guaranteed way to get maced directly into the eyes? Go up behind a girl in a bar and go, honk!
It's a guarantee. All right. Thank you all so much for listening. If you made it this far, you're a fucking champ. You can find links to all of our social media on our website at joysticksandlunatics.com. You can follow our Twitter directly at joystickloons, LOONS. You can send us an email if you want to get a hold of us, joysticksandlunatics@gmail.com. You can also follow our personal Twitter accounts. Viewers' discretion is advised. Mine's at BanjomanDG.
Mine's at OverpoweredPeach.
Why are you saying that yours thingy described?
What?
Because we post some fucked up shit.
You do. I don't.
Says the man who used to wank off on his camera. You want to go there?
Well, yeah. Do I have to bring up your fucking Steam library?
Go for it.
Look, he may do it there. At least I do it, and then I just send it like as like a personal message.
So there you go.
I've seen what's on your wish list, Monster Girls Prologue.
Damn right it is. You've heard it here, folks. If you follow OverpoweredPeach on Twitter, he'll send you a personal message if I'm jerking it.
Yep, exactly. And I'll give you all of the very great secrets that I've learned over the years concerning masturbation, sex, and how to avoid jail time. Are we done?
We're done. All right.
What's Logan's? Logan's is what?
I'm at the Chubby Nerd one. The videos probably don't exist anymore on my Twitter.
They absolutely do. Just look for them.
Well, I mean, not on his Twitter anymore. I scrolled down and saved them.
Oh, okay. So just send us a message and we'll send them directly to you.
No, I'm not going to send. That's disrespectful. I'm not going to send other people his wank off nudes unless he wants me to. And if he wants me to delete them, I will delete them. I will send other people my wank off nudes, but not his.
That's what I was talking about.
I really don't care.
It's time to tweet at Ted Cruz.
He's so defeated. All right. Well, that'll wrap this one up. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Peace.